This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The official launch for the 2015 IAAF World Relays took place this morning at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Our Charles Fisher was there.
Track and field fans, the dates have been pushed up this year. May 2nd through the 3rd right here at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium, the IAAF World Relays Bahamas. LOC CEO and Vice Chairman Mike Sands says it was no-brainer for the games to return to the Bahamas again this year.
We are proud to report that the collaborative effort of all Bahamian stakeholders, coupled with the expert guidance of the IAAF, we were able to execute a first-class international track and field event that left the international community describing it as simply Baha-amazing. It is on that foundation that we approach 2015 IAAF World Relays, and we who comprise the local organizing committee are convinced that we can once again produce a first-class international event, one that major rivals international events hosted in other parts of the world.
Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Dr. Daniel Johnson, stressed that money well spent in return.
We saw last year what the upgrade of this infrastructure meant for us. We spent about $5 million fixing up the infrastructure in and around this space, another about $5 million putting on the event, but we made an economic impact that week of $23 million for the Bahamas.
This year's meet will have many significant twists and turns.
Many countries will use this opportunity to gauge the progress of their relay teams, while others will seek to qualify for the World Championships in Beijing later this summer, as well as the Olympic Games in 2016. Also, this year is an election year of the IAAF for all of its council members, as well as that of the presidency. And this will permit the members seeking office the only time that the world will gather in one place prior to an election. And so we are confident that this venue, the Bahamas, is going to play host to a number of persons that will be having other alternatives as well as attending this inaugural event.
100 days to go to the IAAF World Relays Bahamas, May 2nd through 3rd, right here at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. And for you folks who are wanting to purchase tickets, they'll go on sale pretty soon. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles. Now, during the inaugural World Relays last year, there were some issues with the start time, and so some adjustments have been made.
Last year, the event started at 5 p.m. and the eastern stand must have been close to 100 degrees. There was nowhere for people to go. We suggested this year, despite the international television changes that would be necessary, that the event would be better for us if it started at 7 p.m. And we heard last week that the IAAF has agreed to that.
The 2015 swim season is underway, and tonight Kelsey Johnson speaks with the president of the Bahamas Swimming Federation, Algernon Cargill, about the year ahead.
With two big international meets on the calendar this year and the annual Carifta Swimming Championships fastly approaching, local swimmers aren't wasting any time. They are putting in the work early, hoping to make a big splash when they dive into the pool. President Cargill is confident that the Bahamas will successfully defend their Carifta Swimming Championship title, noting that majority of the swimmers who competed last year are eligible for the showdown in Barbados.
The Bahamas has never been in this position before, but the swimmers know what it is to win.
President Cargill believes that this year is going to be another historic one for swimming. A number of goals has been set by the administrators and swimmers.
One of the big things we are continuing is on March 14th, we're implementing our first swimming awards at the Malaya Hotel, and we'll recognize the Bahamas Swimming Federation for our outstanding performance in 2014. 2014 by far was an outstanding year for swimming, in that we won Carifta, we won 4 gold medals by one swimmer at CAC, the most of any athlete at the CAC Games, and of course Joanna Evans also won 2 medals, and we went on to Commonwealth Games where Ariana won more medals and represented us well at Worlds. So this year, 2015, we hope to duplicate last year's performance.
The Pan Am Games and World Championships will be held this year. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
The Commonwealth American Football League back in action on Saturday at the Donald Davis playing field. The Jets and Kingdom Warriors going head-to-head with a trip to the Boilfish Bowl Championship on the line. And the Jets, they would win this one in blowout fashion, 53-0.
They come out and they play hard. It's just that they're not as experienced as they need to be. And, basically we just wanted to come out and execute our game, worry about us. And that's what we did.
Defensively, offensively, we played great as a team. I just gotta give it. I gotta give it all to our coaches. Our coaches, they train us a lot. We put in a lot of practice.
You can't give a team like them no chance because they underdogs. So the underdog, you gotta stump them from the get-go, and that's what we did.
Our team jump out on top by like 40 points, and after that it was all up to the coach to try to come in the second half to put it together. The defense step up a little bit. The offense was not there.
You only can produce what you practice. So if guys is not committed and have heart to come out and practice, we can't be a winning team. So the guys need to get committed.
Ain't nobody like losing. So I wouldn't say I'm, excited, but I must say we got a lot of potential for coming back. Our first year coming back, and I feel like we got a lot to build on. And look for us next year. I'm sure we'll see something much better.
Now the pros and V8 Fusion Stingrays will play this weekend in the other half of the playoff bracket to determine who will move on to face the Jets. International boxing champion Torino Johnson was in the house of the Lord yesterday giving thanks for all his blessings. Attending his home church, Kingdom Come Ministries, Reno invited Sports Minister Dr. Daniel Johnson along as he made a special presentation.
It is that every match after the match, I would take the most valuable possession that I have, which is the glove that helped me to fight. I would tribute this glove to those who I find necessary and who deserve it most, who had helped me in the ring and out of the ring. Mr. Johnson, I dedicate these gloves to you and the Ministry of Youth and Sport.
Prophesy in your life, on your family and your children. You will be a king in the ring, but a king in this country. And that you will show young men the way to go. We need the power of God behind the power of punch. We need to knock out all this foolishness in this country. He got the skills, not just hand speed and foot speed, but he has the heart of the lion and a mind that seeks after the things of God. Yeah. And I think that's the recipe for his success, is having a heart that is fearless. We mustn't be fearful of evil and wrongdoers and jokers. We must take them by the horn, and if you have to, pull the head right off.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.